Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for your love, your support, and your memberships as well. We are now over 400 members for this channel. And, it started off as me just having fun. I've always loved being a tarot reader. I've always been fascinated by psychic phenomenon and remote viewing and all of that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So thank you for coming here and supporting the channel. Now, I asked you guys if you could leave questions beforehand, and a lot of you left me some great questions. I think this could work for us. I don't know. I think this could work for us, but this is the questions. So I don't know if I can get to all of them. If I don't get to all of them, then we will try and get to them on Thursday. Mila, yes, she's beautiful. Talk to the hand. That is my Mila. Um, all right, let's go ahead. We'll do the impasse prayer. Then we'll go in. We will blitz, blitz, blitz away, and we will try to find out what is going on in the world. Things are scary right now. I hear you. We got drones possibly coming in from Iran or Russia. Oh my goodness, it's just so spooky, spooky. So let's do the impasse prayer. Okay, I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together, collectively, as a community, we say, Amen. All right, so the first question is, will Biden address the country regarding the possibility of interference in the elections by December 17th? Uh, will there be another day for voting? This is coming from Ellen LeBerkma. I haven't heard anything like that happening in the news, but let's take a look and see if anything's going to happen with Biden that could be potentially resulting in changes in the election. Biden and the election. He's a lot more of an emotional person than people realize. He surprisingly does care about people, and he's heartbroken that Harris did not win. It's something that that weighs on Biden's soul. This is what I feel. Um, I feel that justice will be done. So that if they certify the elections, it's because they couldn't overly prove anything. So you have this potential for the courts coming in, and then you have Chariot, which could be, or excuse me, Knight of Wands. That can be war. It can be a possibility of war. If there is a hold on the election, it's because I believe if anything's going to have a result leading to a delay on the election, it's that war is declared. And even in the event of war being declared, they might call off a big party, but still inaugurate Trump in a private ceremony in a disclosed area, because if we are concerned, for example, that we're under attack by Iran. Where we are at right now, the devil. So Biden is not at all happy with where we're at right now, and perhaps there is a feeling that the American system, we have certain beliefs that the will of the people, and if this is the will of the people were shown the evidence that it was Russia. They saw January 6th. They saw the evidence of the rape case, the fact that he was found a felony, etc., and people still voted for him. So at that point, it may look to Biden like it's the devil that we cannot get out away from. A heavy load. He fears he leaves the country with a heavy load. 10 of Wands. And so again, it could be that he leaves the country at war, and a great judgment is over the country. A great judgment comes over the country. Yeah, Biden is very, very worried about what is happening to the country. You can see Six of Swords in the third house. And then what he is coming out of full. He perhaps feels that he did not adequately, he may feel that he did not adequately promote Harris. And he's concerned about the economic stability. He leaves the country, that the country could fall into economic problems or hardship. This is also one's retirement. He leaves a lot of money going to special programs. Ace of Pentacles in the seventh house. So I feel like for the next 7 years, we'll be living on the fumes of the Biden administration in terms of just up until, even until as far as 2035, because of these programs he sets up for infrastructure in all 50 states. So you have this, and the environmental laws that were enacted. I think it's going to be interesting to see what they keep and what they don't keep. But Ace of Pentacles in the seventh house, his opposition is crashing. This is something that I've seen, that I'm concerned about the health of the incoming president, 47. Just because Tower is in his opposition. So Tower could be an event like we get attacked, a tower, right? That we could be looking at another 9/11 situation. That's the concern. Could he be leaving in the middle of a war? If war is declared on us and he has to go in and do something. It could also be that his opposition, what is his opposition? His opposition is the East. It's Iran, it's China, it's Russia. It's no longer Syria, because Syria has collapsed. But this could indicate that his opposition is crashing. It could be because Iran is collapsing and Russia is collapsing. The hopes and the fears, the endings of things, and there is grief here that I feel at the end of my legacy as Biden, that maybe he feels like he should have done more, that he played it safe, that throughout his career he played it too safe. You can see just these cards, like Nine of Swords. I like that money card coming in. His legacy will be huge wealth and fertility over the land for many generations to come. Like you have this Ace of Pentacles and you have this Empress energy coming in, and that is the energy that I would associate with good tidings to the planet. This is the nice kind of earth energy coming in. And there's the opposition with the Three of Swords. I really feel that the East is collapsing. And then it will just be the United States and China as the two main superpowers. The hopes and fears, a new contract. And then the final outcome, poverty and grief. It is just, I don't know what this is about, but maybe you think that he would leave feeling that he can be very proud of his legacy, that he did a lot of great things. But from his perspective, from Biden's perspective, he wishes he could have done more. I did not see it necessarily getting cut off, Ellen, but what I did see is that we're in the middle of basically World War III and that the East is collapsing. That's what I saw. A collapsing of the Eastern economy, of Iran and Russia under Putin. Yeah. And how this ends depends on, obviously Trump is expected to go in office. So that could actually bolster our enemies if he helps give Russia time to rearm themselves. Okay, why the Theosoph? Why is God allowing Trump to get away with the crimes his whole life? Well, I think I would look at it more as a Buddhist, which is that we, the American people, gave power to this monster because he reflects a shadow of ourselves, which is also what Darlene Christopher was saying, that he is America personified. He is the big fat baby in diapers that whines, that's spoiled, I want it, and then takes it, has no manners, has no understanding of how money works, but wants lots of it, right? And then blows through it, right? No ability to save. Americans aren't very good at those sorts of things. We're consumers, and we're big baby consumers in diapers, whining about, we collectively chose to watch The Apprentice. There was something there that we thought was entertaining. If nobody had, we built this up. It spoke to our greed, right? Our greed, our collective greed, money, 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 and the dream and the fantasy that so many people have of unlimited wealth. Yeah. When our values change, he will no longer be attractive, right? Darren Williams, Dr. Whimsy, can you see if there will be an unrest or discontent during the inauguration of 45? Well, now 47 will usher in twilight or Western democracy. Okay, so now people are asking if we can take a look at whether or not there will be many protests during the inauguration. We know that there's going to be some protesting, but, if we're in the middle of a war, will we even be able to have a public inauguration? I mean, crazy drones all over the place. For the most part, the nation is strong. Chariot and 9 of Pentacles. The nation is strong. There's the swearing in. There's mastery. So all the legal scholars will be there to make sure everything is signed and legal. What is above? A star. So good stars. So astrologically, whoever takes the inauguration has very good stars that day. And what we're sitting in, financial concerns, or what we're sitting in, the national money, what's going to be happening to our money probably. And we're coming out of feelings of poverty. People may have felt because of inflation that was the fault of Biden. And so people want to come out of this feeling of poverty and have more money in their pocket. And what they're headed into is Archangel Michael, the truth of what has happened, the truth of the presidency, where we are at. The fool takes a leap of faith. The opposition to the fool is heartbroken. So that would be, I assume, anyone who's opposed to Donald Trump is going to be heartbroken. The hope and the fear, 6 of Cups, that the nation come together. And then the final outcome for the nation, prosperity, the Empress. A great prosperity is coming to the United States. And again, I think this has to do with this new green economy that Biden brought in, because it's using this imagery like the 7 of Pentacles, the harvest, the Empress. These are cards we associate with nature. And the Fool, a slow time. So it's very sluggish. I feel as Trump going in that it's a slow process. This massive energy that people had expected doesn't really happen, because Knight of Pentacles is slow, it's methodical, it's banking. The opposition, rest. So it could be that we try to figure out how to rebuild ourselves as a party with a 4 of Swords, and the hopes and fears that the truth will come out over this presidency, and the final outcome is the Emperor. So I personally do not interpret the cards as being that Trump would not be inaugurated. I do feel that there is a possibility of war or military action that could either potentially delay the inauguration or cause disruption in terms of public demonstration of the inauguration, because we are so close. We are like in the middle of such a tense time with Iran and Russia, the fall of Syria, the fall of Syria, and of course with China now circling Taiwan. That's also a terrifying thing that's happening. So a scary time to be switching presidencies, and maybe that's the point. Maybe that's why China is flexing its muscles right now. Magic Sky says a lot of intuitives are feeling an increase in major earthquakes. Yes, I've been hearing them. I can hear them. They've been going off in the Nevada and California. Now, that could also be underground nuclear testing. So you wonder, when you see these pockets of small 2.5s going off in Nevada desert, what's really going on. We're detecting something, and things are heating up, and I always think, is that a nuclear test or is that an earthquake? A lot of intuitives are feeling an increase in earthquakes in the near future, especially in the Pacific. Since I'm in Anchorage, Alaska until spring, I wondered what the likelihood is. All right, let's take a look at whether or not there'll be a major earthquake threatening Alaska or California. So you may be in a fault line area. Devil may indicate that you're chained. Maybe you feel like you can't get out of the situation you're in because you're in a relationship or you have family in Alaska. If people feel like, well, I can't get out of Alaska or I can't get out of California, devil is when you're stuck, right? When you're chained to a situation. So a lot of people don't necessarily want to be there. They're still trying to charge me because I'm licensed in the state of California, even though I don't live in the state of California. So they want $1,000 a year from me just because I'm licensed in the state of California, right? So that's why people leave California. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then the opposition is slow and steady wins the race. Hopes and fears. And the final outcome is a judgment is coming. Hmm. Let me take a look at this question again. Um, I think, yes, you could be experiencing some activity just because these are cards that would denote being stuck somewhere and being stuck somewhere that maybe you feel you can't get out and there is a judgment that has to be made. There could be also Eight of Wands can be like a shaking or an agitation, happens very quickly. Nothing major. I do think that under the water, I'm seeing some Earth activity, but not necessarily directly under the land. All right, so you don't have to leave. If I don't see you necessarily having to leave anytime soon. There's only so many things that I can be frightened of in a day. You know what I mean? All right, I'll do one more. Turkey future, please. The the future of Turkey. They will be eaten for Christmas probably. Somebody had asked about the future of turkeys. Oh, yeah, and they had a picture of a turkey, not turkey, but turkeys. What is mindset of Polymarket CEO Shane? Is he being pressured by Musk or Feds? Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about this. CEO Shane and his relationship with Musk and the Feds. Yeah, Musk is scary because he's the person who may have Nazi leanings. He certainly sounds like he's got some racist leanings, and he's also intelligent in ways that Trump is not. So he's the intelligent Trump, and that's what makes Musk such a scary figure. Um, Scholarship over your question. Wish granted. There's an international reaction to Musk. People in the international community are refusing to work with him. He is competing. I know that Tesla may go bankrupt because people are choosing the Chinese car over the Tesla. Evidently, there are more cars being sold, electric cars by China than by Tesla, and Tesla is being made in China. But you have this scholarship here over the issue of the Feds, Musk, whether or not the CEO, Shea, is going to be able to work with them. And what it looks to me is like there could be some international opposition to the billionaires like Musk, and it could result in countries refusing to do business with Musk if they feel like they have problems with him politically. So that would include Twitter/X, selling his cars, Tesla, selling his link. If they don't, his Starlink, is that what it's called? If because this frustration here with the world that's coming in for the billionaires. So for Till, for Musk, and for the others, we could see that even though America is being forced to deal with this kind of control from wealthy people, the international community, Sweden, Norway, the international banking community, etc., the World Economic Forum, etc., they may begin putting a squeeze on Musk for fear that he has extended his power too far. Yeah, that is what I would predict with these cards. This type of investigation and his opposition gets its wish and it's international and he's got that stress coming in. Um, the world is not going to bow to tyranny so easily. That's what I would say. All right. I will see you Thursday for the big show. We have a hot topics. Hopefully, we'll get to the rest of the questions. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Bye.